Hey guys, welcome to another Lucario video. This time we will talk about this other OP moveset, which is Extreme Speed and Bone Rush. For held items, I personally prefer attack weight and score sheet again, score sheet and solo queue. Just in case, you know, the enemies try to fight you early game, it's just important. And capping things or doing points in solo queue is also very strong. And for the third held item, I'm currently running Razor Claw on E-Speed, because it has a very nice combination with it. After every extreme speed, you can chain an auto attack, and it has very low cooldown, so it can proc quite a lot. You can also run Muscle Band or Weakness Policy, or Body Barrier if you want to go very safe, is also totally fine. And yeah, early game, you look for these things. So what is Extreme Speed compared to Power Punch? What does Extreme Speed do better? I think it's better team fighting, right? It has the potential to do much more damage, and it also has much better laning phase, but Power Punch is much easier to play. The other thing is, why don't I run Close Combat with E-Speed? I personally I'm not a big fan of it. I just prefer the synergy of Bone Rush together with Extreme Speed. Close Combat, E-Speed have no synergy at all. Close Combat only reduces the cooldown or resets the cooldown of Power Punch, but not Extreme Speed. But as long as you play Close Combat, you can always or as long as you play Slow Smoke, you can always play Close Combat even in Extreme Speed. But I personally just prefer Bone Rush, Extreme Speed, and Full Heal. So yeah, in this build we run Full Heal, just because if we get stunned in one team fight, it might be over for us, and we just need to make sure we get our, you know, Extreme Speeds out. Here for this early game, make sure if the enemy jungler gains your lane, don't make it worse, just give them the bees, maybe try some long range ability. The worst thing they can do is lose bees, give them a kill, and let the enemy jungler score. You always want to make sure that doesn't happen. So yeah, we're trying to play safe here, and then afterwards we still look for some stacks. Here I'm just gonna see if the enemy Cinder Ace, you know, slowly wastes time, trying to steal this away, couldn't quite get it. I see the Cinder Ace still being here, so I'm like, he's gonna be very late on his buffs. So I'm looking for the mid Corpfish. I just want to get level 5 and maybe slowly invade him. So over the wall I see him now. Or did I see him over the wall? No, I see my jungler being here. No, I do see him. I see the Snorlax fighting him. And I'm like, okay, I just got level 5. The Cinder Ace has no chance if I get him. We speed team, throw him with our Razor Claw. Again, we chain our... if you use Extreme Speed, you can always chain an auto attack. He does like a spin. And it always procs Razor Claw. So we do E-Speed auto attack, and the Razor Claw slows the Cinder Ace. And then another one, and the Backstage Meteor Mesh, and he died. So Extreme Speed is also very fun. Close Combat is much easier to play, but Extreme Speed feels like you have such a huge learning curve and like ways to improve yourself with it. It's just super fun to just get better and better with it. Here my Snorlax is very nice. Paid attention, block the Power Punch. Power Punch can be blocked, right? It only hits the first target on its way, so very nice of him. And now we just Extreme Speed. Lucario, we have one more reset on the Mammoth Swine, and we kill him as well. Just being very patient. Seeing if he has any mobility things left. And then we kill him. Here, Meteor Mesh him. What I like doing as well as Lucario is Meteor Mesh and me team away. And then I'm able to score quite easily because they're kind of stunned and they can't kill my score sheet in time as well. So how does Extreme Speed work? You see those blue circuits up under the enemies, right? And when you hit one of those that has a cooldown, every enemy team or enemy character and white Pokemon has an individual cooldown for Extreme Speed. And after Extreme Speed over them, your Extreme Speed gets reset to 0 CD. And yeah, you get it again, pretty much. And hitting someone with Bone Rush, as you saw there, resets the blue circle, so you can Extreme Speed someone twice and still get the full cooldown. That's why Extreme Speed is super nice with it. Here we just kind of sadly didn't get a reset, but I just wanted to kill the Pikachu, so I Extreme Speeded him twice. Now if you're a bit careful, it's very important that if your Extreme Speed is on cooldown, you're super useless. So you gotta be very careful and make sure, yeah, that you don't, you know, just run into them when your Extreme Speed is on cooldown. And if you miss it, be careful, probably just have to try and Bone Rush out. And yeah. Bone Rush just has a very good synergy with E-Speed. Again, it resets the blue circle, and on level 13 it also resets the entire cooldown, so if in case it's on cooldown, you can port to your Bone Rush and get another Extreme Speed as well. Which also later on allows you to kill or like Extreme Speed someone 4 times. Very easily. And here we saw it, we Extreme Speed the Mammoth Swine, Bone Rush him, Extreme Speed him again, and then we can go on the next target still as well, and still have the cooldown on it. Here my goal is just zoning the opponent. Sadly my Snorlax kind of blocked him out of my Extreme Speed, so I was looking for a cap. With Lucario and Extreme Speed, you don't really are the one that gets the objective, because you don't have Power Punch, right? So you don't really have good last hitting. I don't have Close Combat either, so my main goal is trying to zone my opponents away. Here I just use Unite move, was pretty good timing for it still, and we just Extreme Speed all over the place. I make sure I don't score here because I only have 5. You know, I don't want to kill the goal with 3 overkills, so making sure my team scores. Now we're looking for some more stacks, and yeah. I united move there because there's no team fight anyways happening, so I might as well unite and live, of course, because if I die there, then Lucario gets love experience for free, which I didn't want to give to him. And now we see our Venusaur a bit in trouble, and we just, you know, try to max range our extreme speed to help him out a bit. Kill the Cinder Ace, score another 10 points. And yeah, a lot of small scores on Lucario, always nice to do. Very helpful. Also recharges our Unite faster. Here I just see my Hoopa Unite moving. So just killing the Corphish fast, porting to my team. But they don't really need much help. Just finish off the Lucario with my team together very easily. And now we hit level 11 for Extreme Speed Plus. So your main goal is be level 13. You want to be level 13 for Zapdos because the Bone Rush Plus is so important for this build. If in case you mess up, it's just like a second safety tool, right? If you miss up your Extreme Speed once, you can do Bone Rush, jump to your Bone Rush, and you have another Extreme Speed. And that's just so important to have for later on team fights, because one E-Speed miss and you might just lose the game out of it. Here I just took Red Buff. I kind of wanted Venusaur to take it, but like I didn't see him walking towards it, so just take it. And here's this very classic combo against a single target. It's literally just Extreme Speed, Bone Rush him, Extreme Speed, and Extreme Speed again. It will be on cooldown then against one single target, but you can Extreme Speed someone 3 times. And on level 13 you can do it 4 times. Because again, Bone Rush does reset the cooldown of it. You're trying to reach Pikachu, but yeah, I couldn't quite do it. If I was level 13 there, I could have done it and killed him, but yeah, not 13 yet. Still 1 level to go. And we just wait for the Dread to respawn. Just taking more of their jungle away. Still level 13. Pikachu actually walks up, he's half HP, so he pretty much just dies to, yeah. He just dies to Extreme Speed, Bone Rush Extreme Speed. Was kind of greedy of me. If he has Unite move there, I actually kind of have to drop my Unite move as well. But I think even if he does it, I probably would have still be fine in general. Here, Hoopa drops Unite. My idea here is I wanted to drop my Unite move on the enemies, because Unite move up close does 1 billion damage of Lucario actually. And now we just Extreme Speed, Bone Rush them, reset our mark, and we just try to get damage done. I full heal the Dreadnought stun here, and just look for something else. Waiting for my cooldowns to be back up. We Extreme Speed in, and here I kind of mess up though. I kind of get stuck in the wall, and I die out of it. Got Ice Fanged as well, but yeah, that was a bit messy. Extreme Speed can get sometimes destroyed by walls if you're not careful enough where the hitbox of it is. So gotta be very careful for that. But yeah, again, Lucario Unite up close actually does a lot of damage, so you kind of want to cast on your opponents. I often like standing in brushes and waiting for enemies to walk in and then just casting the Unite move on top of them. Now we're dead for 3 seconds still. And this Dread fight is still quite up. Like, I could also decide to just farm here, but I'm so close to 13, and I don't really need much higher levels, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna run back bot lane, take this crab, or like as a gap closer, and run faster to my team. Of course, this Dread fight is still... I think my Venusaur farming topside is quite useful right now. I don't think that's a bad idea. Sadly, my Hoopa drops the Unite move here, which is way too late, right? The Zapdos is about to spawn in 40 seconds, so I'm already kind of scared now. I already know we won't have Hoopa Unite for Zapdos, which is so important. Pikachu sadly living on 1 HP. There's still a Hoopa left over here, and we just try to go for him. But he does hyperspace out. So yeah, our Hoopa not having Unite is pretty big disaster for us. And if the enemy Hoopa has Unite, which he will have, quite scary to fight. So for late game team fights, it's quite hard. You kind of need to wait first for people to go in before you can do much as Lucario. I don't run Buddy Barrier, so my team fighting is much weak, or much worse than other characters, just because I'm not running Buddy Barrier. So I'm trying to just farm 14 right here. Sadly couldn't get that crap because my teammates killed him, so I don't have a reset as well right now. So yeah, we have to be careful. You kind of have to wait for a team to first do something. I see my Snorlax blocking the Lucario, so I was like, I can maybe kill the Lucario my Unite move and then do something. Doesn't quite happen, and now we're kind of like, yeah, everyone is stopping Unite moves. The enemy Hoopa has Unite, we downed. Our Venusaur died, and we're just looking for these E-speeds. Finding very nice ones though. Watch out for the enemy Cinder Ace. We do finish off the Hoopa. I have no cooldowns right now. I have to wait 7 seconds, but I only see the Marmoswine over here, so my goal is just buying time right now. I'm pretty much the only one left alive. Everyone on my team is dead. Looking for the Pikachu, Extreme Speed in, reset it. Luckily, still get him on max range. And now it's very close. My Venusaur is coming back with Unite move. Marmoswine is stunning me. Cinder is going for me, but we just try to Extreme Speed on 1 HP, very close. Again, reset the thing. And we barely get out in a very close team fight against the Cinder Marmoswine. Venusaur finishes him off, and now it's like our time to do Zapdos. My team has all their Unite moves up again. And now we just, again, Extreme Speed him, Bone Rush, Extreme Speed. Very basic combo, but yeah, it's very important to deal with that. We're quite low here, but I kind of didn't want to base. I could have maybe imported back with Hoopa's Unite, but I just want to make sure the Zapdos dies right now for us. We kill off the Hoopa, and there we go. So we played this last team fight very patiently, and I was just waiting for the enemies to do mistakes, which they did in the end. The fight against Marmoswine and Cinder Ace was very close, but yeah, managed to luckily get it. And now we just go score. And that is the end of the game. We die here, finally. Being taken down. And yeah, Was a pretty, I think, pretty good extreme speed game. That last team fight was very, very close again. I think the biggest issue was that our Hooper just wasted Unite. That's just something you have to like count in for solo queue though. People just don't use the Unite smartly enough. And it's a huge issue. I think we did some okay damage this game as well. Yep, 87,000. We're the highest in our team with the Venusaur and a Greninja in our team, so not too bad. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Extreme speed is super fun, and you should try it. It's much, much harder to play than Power Punch. Power Punch is much, much easier, but it's so addicting, and the better you get, the better and more fun it feels. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye!